often I'll get conversations from large financial institutions, for example, where they're using AI internally to help them with their own predictive business process. And the question ultimately comes up, well, how do you test AI?
There's actually like 10 things I think to watch out for, and things you should be testing when you think about testing an AI-based system. And there are things like drift, because the data can change over time. So even though you think you've trained it for today, world events can happen, say in a search engine, and throw off the relevance of the results, right? Things like I was talking with somebody about medical information, right? Like, they build a model today. In 2 years, after they've implemented new procedures and heart surgeries and different procedures and stuff, like, will those other things now confuse the AI a year from now, right? Like a new type of stent, would that confuse the recognition or the processing of the CT scan next year?
So does sample data sets help with that? Saying, look, here's a data set that I'm expecting a certain behavior with, and these become, in essence, my guardrails for the AI to make sure it's not drifting too far away?
Yep, exactly. And so you need to constantly measure it. You need to throw in things that aren't even in this case. Not even a picture of a heart. Throw in a picture of a puppy, right, and see what it does. Throw in pictures of baboon hearts, right? Throw in pictures of things that you've generated creatively, right, that aren't even a picture of a heart. And particularly go back and get pictures of hearts from as long back as you can, maybe to the 60s. Use X-ray data. Maybe that's useful.
So I also think about, when I think about testing AI and making sure how it's working, it's not really necessarily binary anymore. It's not a pass or a fail. There's like degrees to it in my mind as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So the reality is, I think testers think in terms of Boolean pass-fail, maybe warn sometimes, but pass-fail. And I think they need to wake up and realize that even the software they thought was heuristic and very predictable was all really statistical all along. It was just a poor approximation of the underlying stats. The real rise of testing AI systems is that we need to understand, as testers, the better testers will actually go, how does this system interact with the real world? That's the real testing problem, right? And worrying about that. Not just is the model accurate based on the training data, based on historical data, and the model always thinks it's right, right? But when deployed in production is the real hard testing problem.